So let's try the seventh file of stack 7. It's like I already SSH into this machine, and then I'm going to follow along to the path of Protostar and V. So these are the files, and let's quickly run the stack 7 file and see. Okay, it says to input the path. So if I can see, let's like quickly set. So it's asking for a path. So let's like send some random strings to this one, like without typing all this. Let's like locate this first. So actually in this new update of Linux, they have changed the location, I think. So it's here now. So let's like quickly set this one and make a list of like 100 characters. Okay, we got it. And there's this we don't have to call the Ruby file executable earlier, like in early executions. So minus. Okay, we are getting a segmentation fault, means we are getting somewhere, so it's asking for a path and it's getting a path, means there should be a getter function or something. So let's like quickly string out other strings here, strings of stack 7. We have something got path percentage, meaning it's pointed to some string, right? So then I input path base and bus vz is pointed. Okay, cool. Let's like okay, I'm looking for this specific command. Seems like we don't have that on here. Right. No, we don't have that, right? Okay, no problem. It's like no, we don't have it, so we're going to yes, we don't have that one here because this is I'm inside this Protostar. So in this system we don't have that tool, but actually here we might be having this. Yeah, we have that here. So forget about that. Let's like quickly take object dump because we can't run Ravi. Okay, let's cancel this and object dump and get in the function headers of the file stack 7. Okay, these are the things we have. So get path is here. Okay, let's like open a quick file. In your local machine and keep this for reference stuff. Okay, so it's like behind get path and then so it's gets this G library 2.0, takes it set here. So okay, nothing major to highlight actually. So let's like grab this thing first and then like get path is here. So like just for your understanding, get path, this is what we are focused on. So let's copy this and paste it over here and see. We might need this later. So what I'm trying to do basically now is it's like try overflowing before doing that. Let's like run quick gdb on this and like let's say quiet mode of stack 7. Okay, we have that here. So taking a quick disassembly of if like set, let's set the disassemble file. Okay, nothing works anymore. So let's like this is not working before disassembling this thing. I can disassemble main MC. Okay, these are the files, nothing much to see. So we have this get path function. Let's disassemble that one as well. Okay, we are getting somewhere with this. So VSP, VPP registers here and they get called, and here this is what we want to control, and then print and gets. So there's gets function here, and this is what we need actually. So then this goes 3 4 flush and get path and all that, and then nothing major to actually see, but let's set a breakpoint at this get path function. So it says jump if not equal to. So this is where we need to set the breakpoint break at get path. Okay, we have set a breakpoint here. So let's like quickly run the file and see. Okay, we have triggered the breakpoint now at line 11. So let's quickly get a look at the registers. Okay, we have the registers now. Like so, this is the state of the CPU registers actually available now. So this is like let's make this more human readable by like set this assembly flavor to intel, and then again disassemble this get path function and see. Okay, we are getting somewhere now. So these are the this is what we looked at earlier as well. So anyway, so if you can remember, F4 and all that gets here. We have this gets function and get path is here. So this is the memory address of get path, right? So let's like quickly copy this and save this here as well. So that is get path, and then gets we have gets here. This might come in use, or maybe we don't even have to use these things, but it's better to note them down. So here is the leave function. So let's take this as well, because in early exercises and CTs I have seen this getting used a lot. So and also the return one. So let's take a quick like let's pass some number of integers into this and see display to values to display the values in this program memory. So then set like x divided by I and the of the EIP register. Okay, this is what we get by x I, we get path plus 6. This is where it goes. So let's take a quick copy of that one as well, and let's see again. Let's like pass some so this is that EIP means CPU instructions or the index pointer or the register that contains the memory addresses where this next instruction is located, waiting to be executed. So the divide mark means like it's used as the modifier to tell this x here. So this x how you want to this data to be interpreted and all that. So let's like try this, like maybe send 80 integers into this 80 integers of 4 bytes actually, 4 bytes, right? 4 bytes are being passed into this. So this is getting passed into the top of the stack. So if this is the stack and then it comes on top of the stack. So this number, so this is where it gets passed actually ESP. So let's pass it and see. So in this beginning of the get path function, this is where we are. So we are inside the get path actually. So see the values. So this is these values are where these this is the value. So these values is like if you can trace back it is the beginning of this get path function. So we can see that this number is being reduced by this ESP registry, so it can make some room for these local variables and all. So we can here we can find where this saved EVP is and where the return addresses are located. So let's continue this analysis and see law. Actually, let's try to define a hook stop for this. See, let's like info of registers, info. Info of registers. We need this one first, and then we need also of three instructions of EIP, and also we need this to what we just executed, x of 80x of ESP, and that's all we need. So let's end this and see. And so we have this one here. So this is what we want, but before we execute the program again, we need to set a breakpoint, a quick breakpoint at this gets function. So I got it earlier, so it gets, yeah, here we have gets. So we need this EF of y. So if we scroll up and see, this is where the gets is at, and what we want this to be pointed is at like here. So the one right after this code. So this is the memory address that we want. This is where we are going to set the breakpoint right after the gets function. So let's break there. So initiating a breakup at there. So let's set the breakpoint there, and then let's continue this program. So it's asking us for input of a path. So what we can do now is like we can either create some maybe a random variable set, or maybe we can like set some not so random, but 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we can type that all the way up, and then maybe we can just create a pattern, and we have to locate this pattern, create as well. So we have this here, and then we are going to get this and take a quick list of, let's see what we can do for this one. Let's like A, B, C, D, E. Okay, actually if we try this without this pattern create, because I will be getting like, you know, let's say 64, even if I try 64, we are getting some random values. So without that, if we can get like something like this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, this is too much work, so let's like set 4 A's, 4 B's, 4 of everything. Okay, we have get this string, so let's pass it over here and see. So we have successfully manipulated the registry values. I'll just take a quick copy of this one because I don't know to try this if it's again. So okay, we can see that this is 4 and all the 4s are here, 4 7s. So if we find this A, so if we can find where A has gone, so A has gone here. So this is where this function starts actually. So this is where the step, uh, this is the data is entered. The entering of data is happening here in this value. So and it should like if we follow along and see, you can see fives and 5 9s and all that, and F's, and we can also find where this ends as well. So so these are the way, so we are getting somewhere. So anyway, probably since we have this 5 over here, this is probably where this return the this function, this is where it should reside. So taking a quick look at this AIV registry, we can see that when it's execution actually is it gets continued, so it jumps here. So let's like take a quick continue. C is also continue, so let's continue it, and yeah, so it got the path, that we provided, and then the program will receive the signal 6 and there's a segmentation fault as well. So looking at this, it cannot access the memory address and all that 555. So this is actually that, see, just like I said, so this is where the return address lies. So this actually is 50 into 55 means the ASCII code for U. What we actually, this is the letter that is here. So U means if we can, like, you use this okay, let's like we need to pass the number here. So let's take a quick, okay, just there's so many things in the head, but okay, let's like quickly SSH back into this, because we need this file to be created inside as well. So the IP address was like if I can remember, like 56.102. So yes, so we are getting user, let's upgrade to bash shell and cd into this directory of pd, and then protostar, sorry, bin, and we have stack save. So we are here again, so let's like take a quick, maybe create a Python code of this one. So let's like create a shell of shell.python. So this is the code. So let's like quickly import Python library structure struct cd, and then so let's like create a quick variable called buff, and let's like pass the values to this one. So the values that we need to pass are an empty string, and then let's add it, the values that we just passed. So this I just copied it and pasted it. It came in handy. So send this into parentheses as well, and then let's concatenate that one with some random variables like this. Okay, so and let's print this buffer. Okay, so I don't know what if I can remember the version of Python that we had in this Protostar was like 2 point something. So okay, we are getting a permission denied, meaning I did not did I do that? I think I just tried to, okay, yes, please, yeah, we have to make this in the temporary folder because we do not have that access permissions in this folder. So create it and then paste this one and then save it, and then yes, we need to save changes. We are done there. So what we need now is keep this running actually. So there's a vulnerability that we are going to use. Actually, it's a technique. So anyway, so this vulnerability is included in return to live C. This is what we are going to use. So basically, what's happening here is this function, this return library is this library is calling for a system function. So, and we are going to manipulate the stack. So we can like enter. We are going to manipulate the stack, and we are going to get access to bin sh. So we are going to get root permission from that one. So actually in C programming language, which is written in C, so we are going to like pass these things as pointers. So let's like quickly get a dip of this one as well. So basically I'm trying to like explain this one. This when this pointer hits this return value, it will point the program to the system of this system function of return library. So anyway, let's like quickly set and system and see if it works. Okay, we are not getting anything here because it's not running, I think. So I think the program absolutely stopped earlier. So let's like run this. Okay, we are not inside, we are in the wrong shell actually. So what we need to do is like get over here. Why doesn't this work? So let's like close this terminal here and let's type. Okay, I think because of the SSH shell we have opened here, the terminal's capabilities are like limited. So let's like system. Okay, yeah, we are getting something here. So let's quickly copy this one. Can we copy it? No. Okay, we can't copy it. So let's like maybe we need this address. So B7 is hacking that easy, right? So if B0, okay, B73 CFF B not. Okay, we are good to go. Now like we have this actually what I did here was a print system. Okay, so if you are wondering what this P means, print system, print the system function. So we are getting this value by like that. So anyway, uh, and just keep in mind that if you want to print anything, any function, variables and all that, the program has to be running, or this command has to be executed first. So anyway, let's find where is library is loaded inside the memory. So let's take a quick look at the process maps. Okay, this is where the process mappings are at. So we are getting some general information over here, and you can see that the heap is starting here, and heap starts over here, and then the library starts over here. Okay, what we are looking for. Okay, let's like take a quick copy selection, and then like okay, what happened? Okay, so we are having this thing here. Let's quickly class this subterminal because it's not useful to us in any way. Okay, so this is where heap starts, and this is where usually is the usual address actually. So usual address where is live C is start. Okay, what just happened? Yeah, we are getting something. Okay, so all in all, so if you do some research on this one, you will see that what we are trying to achieve, that thing starts as such. it's also present in this library as well. So let's like quickly find that one. Find command, and so basically for this what you need is the value here, the start of this. Let's paste it, and then we also will need like go to the end of this one. So let's like say mine 3 times. Okay, and then what we are looking for is bin/sh. Okay, we have one pattern which was found. Okay, so I'm not getting the expected behavior out of this because 647 we have found one pattern actually. So what we have found one pattern. So let's like trace along this thing and like see to get a point of this one. So basically this S, in this S means a string, a basic string or a null pointers or something like that. So anyway, uh, I'm not going into much details on these commands and all this one in this video. So anyway, uh, what we are trying to do now is like get this trace along on this one, and to access target memory, so we can't access here. So let's like try this one. Okay, so kindly gain gen temporary name. So we have got some value, and we are going to paste it in our terminal as well. So this is what we got already. So let's like get a quick terminal again, and let's just search into this one. The password is user, and into dash. You see the OPT Protostar bin, and I'm going to see what are the strings and all and T of this value. So we are here, and sorry, also the headers of what we need is this library folders. We have lib yeah. So what we are trying to get is this one. So to yeah, we got some, this is what we are tracing. So we are getting a grep out of this, quick grab of the words here. So we are grabbing bin/sh out of this. So here we have a value and where this bin/sh is located at. Okay, I have seen this value so many times in my life actually, so it is actually going to be a pain in the. So anyway, quick explain on this command that I just ran. This A is telling this string commands to scan this whole file, libc, and then T and this X will make this string command display at the offset of the hex. So and we have that value in hex values. So anyway, so let's like run back to GDB and see. Why can't I go there? Okay. Okay, cancel. So I'm going to quickly close this one and say copy commands. So anyway, see the value of copying these things is this, and anyway, so we can't copy here. So we are going to get this value. Okay, what the hell I can't like. I have to type it, it seems. Okay, no. Okay, I'm going to save this and close this because I'm going to fold. So now you have to take my input anyway. So let's split vertically again and see. Okay, what the hell. So anyway, let's like quickly type this one for the sake of the video. So B7 and FEA223F. Okay, that's not the value actually that we want. What we wanted was that value that we got from that. What do you say, that bin sh file? So I copied it earlier. So I'm just going to paste it over here. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Yeah, we have confirmed that it's here. So we need to go back to this file here. So we are going to go back into SSH. And how many times will I have to do this thing? So anyway, I know of temporary file. You can't do this because I'm going to upgrade, and then Nano is a simple text editor actually, in case someone who doesn't know that here. So what we are going to do is tmp. I think that we have that file. So this is the exploit that we wrote earlier. So quick, yeah, I can like always modify this like by adding this. So if I do this operation, that means the variable here will get updated. So instead of like going over here, I'm going to try this way. Also equals to, so we are calling a structure pack, and of this one a pack, and I'm passing I value into this one, and then VFF0. We had the value here. Actually, I have wrote it down earlier, so I'm like, I'm inside a VM, so you won't probably be seeing my other screen. So anyway, so we have this here. This is that this is where the system variable is. Okay, so we copied this from the system variable. Okay, that we just copied earlier. This is where the system is at. So again, if we like quickly send this into that, we need another buffer that we will need to send into like is, and these values are just passing by, so anyway, and then we need another one. Here we are going to get a stuff back again. Make sure that you are using the correct spellings. Actually, if you don't get the correct spellings, the whole program goes into pieces actually. So anyway, this value again. Uh, this bf value is what is we have here. So and we are going to pass this value. Actually, I have to like, I think I have jumbled these things. This is where the library is getting called at, right? So yeah, this value should come down actually, and the original system value should go up. So meaning I will just type it here, I, and then this value should come here. Maybe it wouldn't make much of a difference, but I didn't try it that way. Well, try it that way and leave a comment as well. So anyway, what we need now here is a value that we got earlier at system. So this is B7 ECFF and V naught. So this is V naught. Okay. V7 ECFF V naught is the value that we got at system. Okay, we are here. System is this value. So coming down here, so we have this value at which we got over here. Okay, we have that one as well, and then just like print this buffer and see. Okay, so we are saving this value here. All right, that's done, and let's like see which Python. Do we have Python 3 in this one? No, we don't have, but we have Python 2. Okay. So basically what we did this in the here was like we are like this truck fact here. So in like in these 32-bit systems, actually the value should be passed as a little Indian. So if you have watched these earlier videos, you'll see that I have passed some values in little Indian values. But actually what this struct.pack one is doing is this function what it does is it encodes it automatically. So what I enter here is written in little Indian. It's converted into little Indian, and then it's passed inside. So if it doesn't work, we'll have to do it manually actually. So what this I does is it says it's back that it's an unsigned integer of 4 bytes. Okay, that's about that one. Let's like quickly compile this Python, and yeah, not there. So we have shell file, and then okay, let's like quickly cd into that directory because it will be easier that way. OBT Protostar and bin. So we are here, and quickly refreshing your memory. We are stack 7. So I'm going to sorry, I'm going to try this Python at stack. So at temporary of shell, but Python will be passed alongside of stack shell. Okay, we have got some value here. So what I just did what I have passed this Python shell and while running this one, so it just got it here. So random file and syntax error here all got path some values. Okay, I don't think that actually worked even anyways. So let's keep trying on this one. So let's take a quick edit of this one and see. So if I like try to pass something like 64 values of this one, so that means I'm going to have to stop at t. So I'm having some value over here. Okay, that got truncated, I think that's why it happened. So anyway, basically just like try this and then we have a value of need to go to get path. Okay, so we have this value over here, so we need this as well, right? So is there this return function is staying, so let's quickly dump that on here as well. So let's copy this value first and pass it over here and then replace that value with this value. Okay, so we are passing that one as well, and then we are importing this structure and we are sending buffer values, and over here we have this and then that and that and that, and okay, we are getting somewhere with this one. Okay, so let's like save that one. Okay, so let's get Python and then compile this as executable binary file, and then let's like try to run this and see. Okay, non-ASCII character 85 intent file line but non-encoding declared got path blah blah blah. So let's like try this Python file as well. Okay, input path please got path and no blah blah blah. So we are getting a truncation here, meaning our stack ends somewhere over here, meaning actually what we try to do is 64 by, so then that should be like 63. Okay, what you want what I was talking about. So anyway, get back to our GDB and delete all the breakpoints. Yes, okay, we are deleting the breakpoints and let's set a quick break at system. Okay, we have set a breakpoint 3 file 179 of blah 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 system.c. So let's quick run of let's import this what we created right now right over here. So this is actually I think okay, I have a quick issue on this one, but let's try this one as well first, and then we stack 7. So what we have to do is stack 7, but what we created was shell. So do you want to start it from the beginning? Yes. Okay, it input some path and got a path, and there was nothing, and some values over here. Okay, so analyzing all this, what we can see is we just ended up inside system actually. So what we were debugging earlier was this stack 7 file, but we are right now inside the state system file. So things are function actually. So and it's like actually even if this works, so what we need now is, you know, shell actually closes, meaning that our exploit actually works. So we are inside this system function, but the thing is it just got a segmentation fault and all that, and then it got closed. So what we need to do is to keep this live or running, so we can use a cat command. So it's called catting. So let's quickly send this into brackets, and then set a colon here and set cat, and see, yeah, now it's hanging over here. So we can set who am I. Okay, we can't do that, but let's quickly set the ID. We are getting another segmentation folder over here. So maybe we need to, what I thought was right, so we need to quickly set these two separately and see. So do we have any syntax errors, anything else? Getting imported as structure, buffer, and then 544 B not and BF, and it's getting these buffer values and it's printing the buffer. Okay, let's see. Sometimes this might also not work. Anyway, let's try to ID one. Okay, no, it's not working because maybe I try to, this doesn't have any impact on this, but let's see. Okay. It was nothing, and okay, see, values are here. Okay. So let's try to segmentation fold. That is what you are getting all the time. Okay, so what happens here is we are getting exit of this one, so